Hi everyone, good morning. So we are going to discuss Newton's method. Today we are going to discuss Newton's method assigned powers of the roots of the equation. Newton's method of assigned the powers of the roots of the equation. Suppose if we are taking x power 4 plus p1 x cube plus p2 x square plus p3x plus p4 equal to 0. Now here previously we know that S1 means sum of the all roots. Suppose if the cubic equation alpha beta gamma, S1 means alpha plus beta plus gamma, S2 means sum of the product of the roots taken two at a time, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. But S3 is the alpha beta gamma. This is S1, this is S2, this is the S3. S1 means sum of all roots, S2 means sum of the product of the roots taken two at a time, but S3 is the here given that three roots, product of the all roots. But here the Newton's method for assigned the power of the roots. So assigned the power of the roots means here S1 means alpha plus beta plus gamma, S2 means alpha square, beta square, gamma square, S3 means alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube, S4 means alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 gamma power 4. Similarly, S5 is the alpha power 5 plus beta power 5 plus gamma power 5. So we know that suppose we know that the value of some alpha plus beta plus gamma is 1. Suppose given that the equation x cube minus 6x square plus 11x, if you are taking the equation x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 equal to 0, we are know that here this equation has three roots. S1 is the minus a1 by a0, that will be 6. Then you can write alpha plus beta plus gamma is the minus of a1 by a0 is the 6. Next one, S2 is the, we know that S2 is the alpha beta a2 by a0, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. A2 by A0 is the 11. Similarly, we are find the S3 is minus A3 by A0, that is S3 means product of the all roots alpha, beta, gamma, minus of A3 by A0 is the 6. These are the values of alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. So similarly, suppose if we are taking squaring on both sides, then it will be get alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square 2ab, 2 alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. That value is the 11. So now this is the 36. After you can write it is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square is the 36 minus 22, it will be 14. It will be 14. But so here is okay, alpha square, beta square, gamma square. After that, alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube. Suppose if you are taking alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to 6, then cubing on both sides, it will be very difficult. We don't know the formula of a plus b plus c whole cube, but we know that a plus b plus c whole square. But a plus b plus c whole cube you don't know, but a plus b whole cube you know. But furtherly it is S4 and S4, how to solve that? So we are taking only to find the alpha power 4, beta power 4 or gamma power 4 or alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube. So we have to take the method. We will going to know that the method, Newton's method for assigned powers of the roots, assign the powers of the roots. That means here the S1 is we taking alpha plus beta plus gamma, S2 we are taking alpha square, beta square, gamma square. S3 is the alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube. Similarly, S4 alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4. Now here S1 plus P1, this is the Newton's law. S1 plus P1 equal to 0. Here P1 is this one, S1 we got that value. After that here we can simply observe here S1, you can write simply S1. We have to compare with P1 is the minus 6. Undoubtedly S1 we got 6. This is the value of S1, this is the 6. Now we are getting this value. We are going to find the value alpha square plus beta square. Here the S2 can be written as S2. After that you can write S1 P1 plus 2 P2 equal to 0 is the form. S2 plus S1P plus 2 P2. Therefore we can write S2 S1 P1. S1 is the 6. P1 is the S1 is the 6 where P1 is the minus 6. Therefore 6 into minus 6 is the minus 36. Now 2 P2. Therefore P2 is the 11. P1 is the 6. Therefore here you can write P1 is this one, P2 is this one. Now you can take the so here we observe this is compared with the equation, cubic equation, x cube P1 x square P2x plus P3, where here P1 is this one, P2 this one, this is the P3. Therefore now we are getting S2 S1 P1. S1 is the 6, P1 is the minus 6. 6 into minus 6 minus 36. Now P2 is the 11. Therefore 2 into 11 is the 22. Now we get S2 equal to minus 36 plus 22 is the 14. Therefore minus 14 sending other side plus 14. We know that the alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square, generally we know that after squaring on both sides we got 14. This is the method of Newton's method. To find S2 is simply 14. But this is the method of relation between the roots and coefficient. So that is the method of Newton's method. So this is the method to find the S1, S2, S3 by using the Newton's method. But this is the relation between the roots and coefficient. It is too difficulty to find the higher powers of alpha, beta, gamma. So it is we have to find the maximum alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube. Further it is very difficulty. So in that case we are taking only Newton's method. That means S1 plus P 0 and S2 plus S1 plus P1 plus 2P2 0 and S3. Now we are going to S3. S3 plus, next you can write S2 P1. Next you can write S3 P2. Next you can write 3P3 equal to 0. We are observe here, first you can write S3, after then S2, after then S1. So it is decreasing 3, 2, 1. But first term does not containing the P term, that is P1, the P2, next one P3. This is the formula of to find the S1, S2, S3 by using the Newton's rule. Therefore here now we are going to the formulas. So if you are taking the equation of degree 4, if we are taking the equation degree 4, first we find the S1 plus P1 equal to 0. Then you can write S2 S1 P1 plus P2 2P2 equal to 0. So first S2, after S1 2P2. Now you can type S3, after that S2 P1. Next you can write this is S3 S2 P1, after then S1 P2. Then you can write it is 3P3 equal to 0. So first S3, next S2, next S1. Last term does not containing this. Now this is P1, P2, P3. Suppose if you are taking S4. Now this is S3 P1. After that S2 P2. After that S1 P3. Finally it is 4 P4 equal to 0. Where S1 is alpha, where S1 where S1 is alpha plus beta plus gamma, S2 is the alpha square, beta square, gamma square, S3 is the alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube, S4 is the alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4. And P1, P2, P3, P4 are the coefficients of x cube and x square and x and constants. This is the Newton's method for assign the powers of the roots. Okay. So now we are going to the example. So here alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube plus 2x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Then find alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4. Here we are taking, this is compared with x cube plus p1 x square plus p2x plus p3 equal to 0. The given equation is compared with x cube plus p1 x square plus p2x plus p3 equal to 0. Here we are taking p1 is the 2 and p2 equals to minus 3 and p3 is the minus 1. Okay, now we find S1. We know that here S1 is alpha plus beta plus gamma. S2 means alpha square, beta square. We are all thinking here S1, S2, S3 are the powers of the roots. But whereas S1 sum of all roots, S2 sum of the product of the taken 2 at a time in the case of relation between the roots and coefficient. Here from the Newton's method we can take S1 is alpha plus beta plus gamma, S2 is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square, S3 is the alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube, S4 is the alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4. Therefore here first you can write S1 plus P1 equal to 0. By using Newton's method, S1 plus P1 equal to 0. Therefore, S1 is P1 is the 2. Now we are getting S1 equal to minus 2. This is the value of S1. This is the P1. P1 is the 2. P2 is the minus of 3. And P3 is also minus 1. Now we write S2. The formula of S2, after then S1 P1 plus 2 P2 equal to 0. Now S2, S1 P1 is the minus 2 into 2 is the minus 4. 2 P2 is the minus 6. That implies S2 is the 10. S2 is the 10, minus 4, minus 6, minus 10, then it will be sending other side, plus 10. Now we are finding S3 plus S2 P1 and S1 P2. After that, okay, S3, S2 P1 and S1 P2. Finally you can write 3 P3, S3. Now write S2 P1, this is the 10 into 2, 20. Then you can write S1 P2, S1 is the minus 2 into minus 3 is the 6. Now 3P3 is the minus 3. Now we are getting S3 equals to minus of 23. But our question is S4, alpha power 4, beta power 4, gamma power 4. Now we are finding S4. Therefore, S4 is the S4 plus S3 P1. After that, S2 P2, then S1 P3. Finally, 4 P4 equal to 0. Here, the value of P4 is the 0. Now, S4. S3 P1, S3 is the minus 23, minus 23 into 2 is the minus 46, S2 P2, this is the, S2 is the 10, P2 is the minus 3. Now this is the minus 30, 10 into 3 is the 30. Now S1 into P3. S1 is the minus 2, P3 is the minus 1. Now this is the plus 2. It will be 0. Then you can write S4. Now we can write it is minus 76 plus 2. Minus 76 plus 2. That implies S4 is the value. S4 is the value 74. S4 means alpha power 4, beta power 4, gamma power 4 is the 74 is the answer. Okay, understand everyone? So now we are going to discuss another example. If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the equation x cube plus 2x square minus 3x minus 1, x cube plus 2x square minus 3x minus 1, then find alpha power minus 4, beta power minus 4, gamma power minus 4. So here given that minus 4. Now you can replace it by the given equation is put x equal to 1 by x. Then it will be 1 by x cube. Now this is 2 by x square minus 3 by x minus 1 equal to 0. Now we are taking the LCM is x cube, then it is 1 plus 2x minus 3x square minus of x cube equal to 0. 1 plus 2x minus 3x square minus x cube. Now this is x cube plus 3x square, x cube plus 3x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So multiple with minus, then it will be x cube plus 3x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now it is compare with, now we are compare with the equation x cube plus p1 x square plus p2 plus p3, where the p1 is the value 3, where p2 is the minus of 2, and p3 is the minus 1, and p4 is the 0. These are the values. Now we are find the S1. S1 plus p1 equal to 0. That implies S1 plus P1 is the plus 3. Now we are going, now we getting the value S1 equal to minus of 3. S1 is the minus of 3. Now this is the value of S1 plus 3. Sending other side, it will be minus 3. Now we find S2. S2 plus S1 P1 plus 2P2 equal to 0. That is S1 P1. S1 is the minus 3. P1 is the 3. 3 into minus 3 is the minus 9. 2P2. P2 is the minus 2. 2 into P2 is the minus 4. 2 into minus 2 minus 4. Now we are getting S2 is the value. That implies S2 is the 13 is the S2. Now from the Newton's method to find the S3, S3 plus S2 P1 plus, that is S1 P2 plus 3P3. We are observe here, first you can write S3, after then it is S2, then S1, the last term is not containing S, then first term is not P, not containing P, after that P1, then it is P2, that is P3. So first S is decreasing and P is the increasing. That is our simple observation. Therefore we can write here S3, S2 into P1. The S2 is the 13, 13 into 3 is the 39. After that S1 P2, S1 is the minus 3, P2 is the minus 2. Therefore now this is the 6. 3P3 is the minus 3 equal to 0. Now we are getting the value of S3 is the 6 minus 3, 3. Now this is 39 plus 3 is the 42. Now it will be sending other side, minus of 42 is the S3. Now we are find the S4. Now we are finding the S4. Now S4 is, by using the Newton's method, S4, S1, S4, S3, P1, S2, P2 and S1, P3, finally 4, P4. S4, S3, P1, S2, P2, S1, P3, 4, P4 equals to 0. Now we are substituting the values. S4, now we are S3 minus 42 into 3, that is the minus of 126, multiple with 3, 3 2 are 6, 3 4 are 12, plus into minus minus, S3 P1 is over. Next one, S2 P2, P2 is the minus 2, S2 is the 13, that is minus 26. Now S1 P3, S1 P3 is the 3. Now this is S1 is the minus 3, P1 is the minus 3, that is the 3. 4 P4 is the 0. Now we can write here, this is the 1 minus 126 minus of 23. Now this is minus of 149. S4 is the 149 is the answer. Therefore S4 is the 149. We are observing here S4 means we know that alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4 is the S4. But initially we are taking the replaced by x is the 1 by x. That means we are taking the roots are reciprocal. Then it will be 1 by alpha power alpha and 1 by beta power 4. Here S4 means alpha power 4, beta power 4, gamma power 4. The transformed equation we are getting replaced by x into 1 by x. But alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 plus beta power gamma power 4 is the 149 for the given equation. Therefore now we are writing the value of alpha power minus 4, beta power minus 4 plus gamma power minus 4 is the value of 149 for the given equation. When the replaced by x equal to 1 by x, then the 149 is the alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4, the value of the transformed equation. But alpha power 4 minus plus beta power minus 4, gamma power minus 4 is the value 149 for the given equation. This is to find the value of alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power minus 4. So now we are going to learn Descartes' rule of signs. So Descartes' rule of sign means, so I have to take one example so that the equation x power 7 plus 5x cube minus x cube plus 7x plus 2 has at least 2 imaginary roots is at least. So this method, this rule is applicable usually. Generally you can use only higher degree of the polynomial equation. So today we are going to already discussed Newton's method and Descartes' rule of the signs. These are only important in mains point of view and only advanced point of view. So please concentrate on them, these two rules in the theory of equations. So here the Descartes' sign means how many positive roots, how many negative roots, how many imaginary roots. That is the using the Descartes' rule of the sign. Suppose if you given that one the equation, we have to find how many it has the equation in positive roots, how many it has negative roots, how many imaginary roots. So that is the question here, given that the given equation has at least 2 imaginary roots. So what is the rule here? Suppose f of x equal to 0 is a polynomial degree of n. Suppose here given that x power 7, maximum degree 7. Therefore here first positive sign, next one plus, next one minus, next one plus, next one plus. So what we are write here, the sign of the given equation, given expression are plus, plus, minus, plus, plus. So we are thinking here plus 2 plus, but here plus 2 minus. So next one minus 2 plus, here plus 2 plus. So what is observed here, the sign changes in this case 2 times. So here the sign from plus to minus, here minus to plus. So this is called the at most 2 positive roots. At most 2 positive roots. That means maximum 2 may or may not be 2 positive roots. At most 2 positive means, at most means maximum 2, minimum 0 or 1 or 2. That is the meaning of Descartes rule. Descartes rule, it is not compulsory, may or may not be. Maximum 2 ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే 1 అయినా ఉండొచ్చు, 0 అయినా ఉండొచ్చు. Here you observe plus minus minus plus. At most 2 positive roots. Now we are taking, suppose f of x here, we are taking the polynomial of degree 7, x power 7 plus 5x power 6 minus x cube plus 7x plus 2. This is the given polynomial expression of degree 7. Now we are taking the signs plus, plus, minus, plus. Now we are observe f of minus x. Minus x is the minus x power 7 plus 5x power 6. Here minus x cube. Minus of x cube is the minus, 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 plus. After that it is the minus of 7x plus 2. Here minus x power 7 minus, minus power 6 plus, minus cube minus, minus into minus plus, 7 into minus x minus 7x plus 2. Now we are taking the signs here, minus, sign of the coefficients, here minus, after then plus, then it will be plus, then it will be minus, then it will be plus. Now we are change of the signs are minus 2 plus, here plus 2 plus, here plus 2 minus, here minus 2 plus. What we are observing here, we are observing here 1 minus 2 plus, second one plus 2 minus, third one minus 2 plus. So here we are observing 3 negative of at most 3 negative roots. In this case 3, in this case 2. That means total roots are here 7. Here this is at most 3. That means suppose if you are taking in this case maximum 2 positive roots. Here maximum 3 negative roots. Therefore total of degree is the 7. Therefore 5 real roots. How many real roots are here? 5 real roots. In which at most 2 positive roots, at most 3 negative roots. Therefore here we observe at most 5. Therefore then you can write 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 is the 2. That means that is the least. Why? Because least. Suppose it has one root, undoubtedly it may be 3. Suppose here suppose any equation, if any equation has at most means suppose it is getting only 1, then you can write 1 plus 3 4. That is 7 minus 4 3. That means at least 3. So please concentrate them here. So here suppose it is a 1. This is the 1 plus 3 4. That is 7 minus 4 is the 3. Therefore, but in this question we are getting here the number of 2 positive roots, the number of at most 2 positive roots, the number of at most 3 negative roots. After that you can write the total degree is the 7. Now at most 2 positive, at most 3 negative, that is the 5. then you can write 7 minus 5 is the 2, at least 2 imaginary roots. At least 2 imaginary roots. So we are thinking here f of x is a polynomial degree of n. So f of x equal to 0 have the p changes of the sign. Then the f of x equal to 0 have p positive roots, at most p positive roots. After then the f of x, the n is the polynomial degree of n, then the f of x have q signs, that means the maximum, the at most negative roots of f of minus x equal to 0 is the q. So here simply we observe, we can take the all signs plus, minus, plus. That is changes of the sign here, plus 2 minus, minus 2 plus. That means at most 2 positive sign, positive roots. After that we are taking minus x, this is minus, plus, minus, plus. That is minus 2 plus 2 minus, minus 2 plus. At most 3 negative roots. Therefore total at most real roots are, total at most real. We are using the word at most. That is, the word is very important here. Therefore here at most 2 negative roots. Here at most 2 positive roots. At most 3 negative roots. Total real roots at most 5. After you can write the 7 minus 5 is the 2. That is at least 2 imaginary roots. That is the Descartes rule of the signs. Descartes rule of sign means f of x equal to 0 have p positive signs, changes of p positive sign, then you can write at most p positive roots of the f of x equal to 0, and f of minus x equal to 0 have the sign changes. F of minus x equal to 0 have changes the sign in q, then the f of minus x equal to 0 have the at most q number of roots of the f of minus x equal to 0 is q. Therefore we can write the number of imaginary roots are at least n minus of p plus q. This is, we are taking p is the 2. Here we are taking q equal to 3. The number of imaginary roots are n minus of p plus q, where p is the at most p positive roots, where q is the at most q negative roots. N is the degree. N minus of p plus q is the at least imaginary roots. At least imaginary roots is the n minus of p plus q. Understand everyone? Here the equation has at most p positive roots, 2 positive roots, and the given equation has at most 3 negative roots. Therefore 7 minus 5 2, at least 2 imaginary roots. This is the method of Descartes' sign rule. So now we are going to some example. If the roots of the equation x power n minus 1 equal to 0 are the 1 a1 a2 and so on an minus 1, then the value of 1 minus a1 into 1 minus a2 and so on 1 minus of an minus 1. Here 1 a1 a2. Suppose we are taking here some equation x cube minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So we are taking the equation x square minus 3x plus 2. Here 1 and 2 are the roots, we know that. 1 and 2 are the roots of this equation. So how is it, sir? Simply you can expand it to the two factors, or by taking the form minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So now this can be written as x square minus 3x plus 2 What are the roots are here? 1 and 2. Now the equation can be written as x minus 1 into x minus 2. Now after multiplication we got x square minus 3x plus 2. Here 1, 2 are the roots. That means x minus 1 is the factor, x minus 2 is the factor. Product of these two is the x square minus 3x plus 2. Similarly, we can write the given equation having the roots are n roots. What are the roots are here? N roots. Those are 1, a1, a2 and so on. An minus 1 are the roots. Now the equation x power n minus 1 can be written as x minus 1. 1 is the root here. Then it is x minus 1. After that x minus a1 into x minus a2. After that x minus an minus 1. Now we are thinking here we have to find the value of 1 minus a1, 1 minus a2 and so on 1 minus of an minus 1. We are thinking here 1 minus a1, 1 minus a2 and so on 1 minus of an minus 1. Now suppose if you are taking here x equal to 1, it will be completely 0, but not getting 1 minus of but here instead of you are taking x equal to 1, then it will be 1 minus a1, 1 minus a2, but here 1 minus 1, 0. Therefore we sending this term into the other side. Therefore we are getting x power n minus 1 by x minus 1. Then it is x minus a1. The first term sending to the left hand side. Then the remaining terms are x minus a1 into x minus a2. So x minus an minus 1. We are taking suppose x equal to 1 directly, we can got 1 minus 1. Here 1 power n is the 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 n times, it will be 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Here also 1 minus 1, 0. So the left hand side, what we are observe here, the left hand side is the term is in the form of 0 by 0. When it is a form in the 0 by 0, it is undeterminate terms. Then we can know that in the first year in the calculus topic limits, we know that L'Hospital rule. Therefore we are taking the limit x equal to 1 on both sides. We are taking the limit at x equal to 1 on both sides. It will be x power n minus 1 by x minus 1. Now we can apply on both sides. Limit at x tends to 1. That is the thinking here. So the limit at x tends to 1, x minus a1 into x minus a2 and so on x minus an minus 1. Therefore, what we are thinking here, if you are taking x equal to 1 in this, 1 minus a1 into 1 minus a2 and so on 1 minus an minus 1, that is the required question. But here the x power n minus 1 by x minus 1 is in the form of 0 by 0. Is in the form of 0 by 0. Now we can apply the L'Hospital rule. We know that the L'Hospital rule is derivative of the numerator by the derivative of the denominator. That means the limit x tends to 1. The derivative of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. The derivative of x power n is the n into x power n minus 1. The derivative of minus 1 is 0. Here, the derivative of x power n is the n into x power n minus 1. Derivative of minus 1 is the 0 and the derivative of x is the 1. Now the derivative of minus 1 is the 0. Now we are taking x equal to 1 here. That is 1 minus a1 into 1 minus a2. That is and so on 1 minus an minus 1. Now we are taking x equal to 1 here. 1 power n minus 1. 1 into 1 into 1 into n minus 1 times it will be 1 into 1 into 1. 1. Therefore you are getting here. Therefore x equal to 1 power n minus 1 is the 1. n equal to 1 minus a1 into 1 minus a2 and so on 1 minus a minus n minus 1 minus an minus 1. This is our answer is the n. So 1 a1 a2 an minus 1 are the roots of x power n minus 1, then the value of 1 minus a1 into 1 minus a2 and so on 1 minus of an minus 1 is the n. So you can write x power n minus 1 equal to x minus 1 into x minus a1 into x minus a2. After that, we can the first term send into other side. We can apply the limit at x equal to 1, because why we are using the limit at x tends to 1 means the question is 1 minus a1, 1 minus a2, 1 minus a2. That's why we are taking the limit at x equal to 1, because it is in the form of 0 by 0. So now we are going to learn another example. Here we observe. Let f of x be a polynomial of degree 5. When f of x is divided by x minus 1 whole cube, the remainder 33. The remainder is 33. And when f of x is divided by x plus 1 whole cube, here divided by x minus 1 whole cube. After that, the f of x is divided by x plus 1 whole cube. The remainder is the minus 3. Here the remainder is 33. Here the remainder is minus 3. Then the equation to the tangent drawn to the curve y equals to f of x. F of x be a polynomial, then we finally find the tangent to the curve y equal to f of x at x equal to 0. First of all, we find the curve y equal to f of x. When we know that the curve, we know how to find the tangent in first year. So if given that any curve at the point, some point, then we find the slope of the tangent at the point. That will be we are taking m. After that, the slope point form y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1 is the equation of the tangent at x1 y1 having the slope m, that is the y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. Therefore, we are taking here f of x is a polynomial of degree 5. Simple example we observe here. Suppose x minus 1, suppose all 25. This is the polynomial. When it is divided by x minus 1, we know that the remainder is the 25. Here we are taking f of x is a degree x minus 1 whole square. When it is divisible by here, knowing x minus 1 whole square, it is a repeated. How many times repeated? 2 times. Whereas given by here 3 times. We are taking 3 or 2. Suppose I am taking here 2 times. Then it will be know that here looking x square minus 2x plus 26. Now here the coefficients are 1 minus 2, 26. Here we are taking here 0. Undoubtedly we got the remainder 25. 1, this will be 1 minus 1. This is the Horner method. First you are taking 0, 1 plus 0, 1. 1 into 1, 1. This is the minus 1. After that 1 into minus 1 is the minus 1. This is the 25 is the remainder. So we are taking here, suppose it is a 2 times repeated, then you are taking again 1. Again it will be got the remainder is 25. Undoubtedly 1 it is. 1 into 1, 1. It will be 0, 0. That is the meaning. Suppose if you are taking x minus 1 whole cube plus 25. After the simplification of the x minus 1 whole cube, we know that x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 1 it plus 24. After that plus 25. After that we are getting x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 1 plus 25, 24. You are taking like this 1, 1, 1. Undoubtedly you are getting the same constant. Therefore, we observe here this is the repeated x minus 1 whole square. But here given that x minus 1 whole cube, after that x plus 1 whole cube. Now we are taking the curve of degree 5, the polynomial of degree 5. So here we are now we are taking f of x equal to, please listen carefully, a into x power 5. degree having the polynomial degree 5, a into x power 5, after that b x power 4, next c x cube, d x square, e x plus f. So this is the f of x. F of x is, so f of x is we are taking a into x power 5, b into x power 4, c into x cube plus dx square plus ex plus f. Therefore, now we are taking f of 1. The remainder is f of 1 is given that 33. F of 1 is given by 33. Now we can write f of 1 is the a plus b plus c plus d plus e plus f is the 33. A plus b plus c plus d plus e plus f is the 33. Another one, f of minus 1, the remainder is the minus 3. Therefore, this is f of 1 is the 33. Now we are taking here f of minus 1 is given by, the remainder is the minus 3. Now we are getting here minus a plus b. After that, now here getting, that is the minus c. Then you can take plus d minus e plus f minus 3. Now first we are separating this. Minus of minus plus, subtraction this 2a, then it is 2c, then it is 2e equal to 36, equal to 36. Now we are getting here, this will be take some 1, this is a 2. Now we can write here, this is a 1, this is a 2. Now 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2, that implies this one. Now 1 plus 2, that implies we are getting here divided by 2 also. A plus c plus e is the 18. A plus c plus e is the 18. This is taken 1. Now here taking 1 minus 2, that implies 1 minus 2, that implies. Now therefore this is the 1 minus 2. Now we are taking 1 plus 2, that implies a cancel, 2b plus 2d plus 2f is the 30. Is the 30. We are adding b plus b 2b, d plus d 2d, f plus f 2f. Now we are getting here b plus d plus f is the 15 is the value. Now this is the equation 2. A plus c plus e, minus of this 2a, now this is 2c, this is 2e, that is 36 divided by, adding this 2b, 2d, 2f, that is the 15. Now after the differentiation, suppose now we are differentiating f dash of x. Now we are writing the f dash of x. So here the f dash of x we can write 5 into 5a into x power 4. Next one, this one 4b into x cube. After that, this is the 3c x square. Now 2dx, after then plus e. Now here it is 5a x power 4, 4b x cube, 3c x square, 2dx plus e. This is the derivative. Suppose previously already we discussed, suppose it is the x minus 1 whole square plus 25 is the polynomial. Undoubtedly the f dash of x is the 2 into x minus 1. When we are taking here, when we are taking 1, it will be 0. Now here also, first the function is, when you can divided by, when it is divided by x minus 1 whole cube, the remainder is the 33. Now we are dividing the x minus 1 whole cube, the remainder is 33. Now we are taking here, we observe here, what we observe here, f dash of 1 must be 0, because we know that it is division with, it is divided with x minus 1 whole cube. After derivative, the constant remainder will be 0. F dash of 1, simply we observe f of x is x minus 1 whole square 25. F dash of x is must be 2 into x minus 1. What we are getting, f dash of 1 is, f dash of 1 is 0. We are the f dash of 1 we are taking 0. Then it will be 5a plus 4b plus 3c plus 2d plus e equal to 0 is the f dash of 1. Now we all know that f dash of minus 1 is also, but when the divided by x plus 1 whole cube, its the remainder is the minus 3. Now we are taking here f dash of minus 1 is also, and f dash of minus 1 is also 0. F dash of minus 1 is the 5a. Now we are getting 5a minus 4b. After that 3c. After that minus 2d plus e equal to 0. These are the equations. Now we are taking here Roman number 3 and 4. Therefore here we observe here first positive, next negative, after that positive and a negative. Now we are first Roman number 3 plus 4, that implies 5 plus 5 10a, 3 plus 3 is the 6c, and e plus e is the 2e equal to 0. Now this is the 10a, 6c, 2e equal to 0. Now it is divided by 2. 5a plus 3c plus e equal to 0. This is the equation 3. Now after that we are getting 3 minus 4. Then it will be 3 minus 4 is the 8b. After that these two are cancelled. Now we are getting 5a cancelled. These two are cancelled. Now this is 4d equal to 0. Now divided by 4 here, 2b, 4 2s are 4 1s are. This is the equation 4. This is the equation 4. Now again we have to find f double dash of x. Now we find f double dash of x. F double dash of x is, what we are getting, f double dash of x is 5 4s are 20, 20x cube. After that 3 4s are 12bx square. 5 into 4 20x cube. 3 4s are 12bx square. After that it is 6cx. Then it is 2d. So 20ax cube, 12bx square, 6cx plus d. We all know that f double dash of 1 and f double dash of minus 1 both are 0. We are taking simple example, f of x equal to sum x minus 1 whole cube plus 25. After that you are taking f dash of x and f double dash of x. When you are taking 1, it must be 0. Therefore here also f dash of 1 0, f double dash of minus 1 0. Now we are taking x equal to 1, then it will be 20a plus 12b plus 20a. Therefore here 20a plus 12b plus 6c plus 2d equal to 0. This is the Roman number 5. 20a, 12b, 6c plus 2d. After taking minus 1, it is the minus 20a. Minus of 20a. Then it is 12b. After that minus of 6c. Then you are getting plus 2d equal to 0 is the Roman number 6. Now we are thinking here, when you are applying Roman number 5 plus Roman number 6, that implies we are getting here these two are cancelled. 12b plus 12b is the 24b, and these two are cancelled. Therefore 2d equal to 0. When we observe here, this is the now division with 2. Therefore we are getting 12b plus d equal to 0. This is the 5. When we are observe 4 and 5, after solving 4 and 5, we are getting b and d both are equal to 0. Why, sir? Suppose we are getting 4 minus 5. All of you listen carefully. 4 minus 5, we get 2b minus 12b, that is minus 10b equal to 0. That is b0. When you get b0, substitute in this either 4 or 5, undoubtedly d also 0. What is your simple thinking? Here does not containing the constant. Another equation does not containing the constant. If any two equations are passing through the origin, that means b and d are the 0. Therefore, from 4 and 5, we got the values b and d both are 0. Okay, b and d are the both are 0. Therefore, from 4 and 5 we are getting b and d 0. After that, we are adding the Roman number 5 and Roman number. Now we are subtracting from Roman number 5 minus Roman number 6. Then we are getting here, this is the 40a. 40a minus of minus plus 40a. These two cancel. This is the, we getting minus of minus 12c. The d are the cancel. So what we are getting here, 20 minus of minus plus 20, 40. Therefore minus of minus plus 6, that is the 12c. Therefore we are getting here divisible by here. This is the divisible by some 4. This is the 10a. 4 tens are, this is the 4 threes are. Now c can be written as minus of 10a. So c can be written as minus 10a by 3. This is the value of c. So the value of c is here. What we are thinking here. So the value of c, first of all it is 40a. This is 12c divided by 4. 4 tens are. Okay, 4 threes are, 4 the 4 tens are, 4 threes are. The c can be minus 10a by 3. Now we are thinking to find the values of a, b, c, d, e. This is the polynomial a, b, c, d, e. We are already getting b0 and d0. Now we are finding a and c and e and f. So now here c getting minus 10 by a. We are looking the equation 3 and equation 1. So just we are thinking equation 1 and equation 2. Therefore we are writing 1 minus 3. What we are getting 1 minus 3? A minus 5a minus of 4a. C minus 3c minus 2c. E minus E 0. That is 18. That is the 18. Now it is divided by 2. We are getting, therefore 2a. This is the C equals to minus 9. Therefore 2 times, 2 1 times equal to minus 9. Now we are getting that 2a minus c is the minus 10a by 3 equals to minus 9. Now we are taking the LCM is the 3. So now we are getting the LCM is 3, that is the 6a minus 10a equals to minus 27. Therefore now this is the minus 4a equals to minus 27. A is the 27 by 4. This is the value of A. A is getting 27 by 4. Similarly, the value of C, that is C is the minus of 10 by 3 A. Minus 10 by 3. So, minus of 10 by 3, minus of 10 by 3 into A is the 27 by 4. So, 27 by 4. Now, we are getting here 3 3s are 3 9s are 27 here. Therefore, 2 2s are 2 5s are. Now, this is the minus of 45 by 2. Now, similarly, we are getting the another values. Therefore, this is the value of C, minus 45 by 2. This is minus 45 by 2. The value of A is the 27 by 4. Now, we are finding A and C, and now we are finding the value of E. So now we are finding the value of E, that is we are getting A plus E plus, therefore we are getting A plus. The value of A here, what is the value of A? The value of A is here 27 by 4. The value of C minus of 45, minus of 45 by 2. Now we are getting E equal to 18. Now this is, now here this is the LCM is the 4. LCM is the 4. 27 minus of 90. 2 times. 45 into 2 90. That is the value of E equal to 18. Now we are looking 90 minus 27. 90 minus 27 is the, here this is the 3. Now this 8 minus 2 is the 63. Minus of 63. 10 minus 7 is the 3. 8 minus 2 is the 6. Therefore, E equals to 18 plus 63 by 4. 18 plus 63 by 4. This is the minus term is sending to the other side. We are getting E equal to this one. Therefore, E equal to, now LCM is the 4. 4 8s are is 72. That is 72 plus 63 by 4. Now we are getting here 10. Now this is 72. 4 8s are 32. 4 was a 72 plus 63 is the 135. Therefore, 135 by 4 is the value of E. Is the value of E. Now we are getting the value of F. So how to find the F value? So the equation 1, we all know that the equation 1 is A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F is the 33. A plus B plus C plus D plus E A plus F is the 33. Here A, we know that the value of A, is the 27 by 4. Now the value of B is 0 and the value of C is the minus 45 by 2. The value of D is also 0. Recently we find the value of E 135 by 4 plus F equal to 33. Now we got here, this is F equals to 33. This value we know that this is the minus of 63. Minus of 63. This value is the minus of 63. This is the 63 by 4. Now this is sending to the other side minus 135 by 4. Now we are getting the F value is, now we are only few minutes. So we are getting the F value is here 33, the LCM is the 4, here 63 minus 135. Now this is minus of 135. Now we are taking the directly LCM is the 4. Now we are getting the LCM is the 4. We can write here 4 3s are Now here 4 3s are 12. Okay, 4 3s are 12 and that is 132. This is the 63 minus 135. Now we are getting F equals to 132 minus 135 is the minus 3. 63 minus 3 is the 60 by 4. That is the 15. The value of F is the 15. This is the function f of x. Therefore, now we are writing the f of x is A is the value 27 by 4 into x power 5. B we are getting 0. We are getting the value C. C is the value minus 45 by 2 into x cube. D we are getting 0. The value of E is the 135 by 4 into x. The value of F is recently we getting the value of F is the 15. This is the polynomial having the degree 5. Now we find this is the polynomial is given that the question y equal to f of x is a curve. Y equal to f of x is the, now find the tangent to the curve y equal to f of x at 0. Now we are getting at x equal to 0 the y equal to f of x is the curve. Now we are taking the y equal to f of x. F of x is the 27 by 4x power 5 minus 45 by 2 x cube. After that 135 by 4 into x plus 15. Now the tangent at x equal to 0. At x equal to 0 that implies y equal to 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 15. The y is the 15. 0 comma 15 is the point. Now differentiating with respect to x of the given curve, that is dy by dx equals to 5 into, now this is 5 into 27 by 4x power 4. After that minus 3 into 40 by 2 x square. Now this is 135 by 4 plus 0. Here clearly listen. Therefore 5, this is 5 into 27 by 4 x power 4 minus 3 into 40 by 2 into x square 135 by 4. Now we are getting the slope at x equal to 0 and y equal to 15. This is 0, this is 0. 135 by 4 is the m. 135 by 4. This is the slope of the tangent. Now the point is 0 comma 15. Therefore equation of the tangent. Everyone listen carefully. Equation of the tangent at the point 0 comma 15 and having the slope 135 by 4. The equation of the tangent at the point 0 comma 15 having the slope 130 by 4 is we taking slope point form y minus y1, that is y minus 15. Y minus 15 m into 135 by 4 into x minus x1 is the x minus 0. Now we are getting the equation 4y minus 60 equal to 135x. The required equation of the tangent is 135x minus 4y plus 60 equal to 0. This is the required tangent 135x minus 4y plus 60. Here we are observe this is the very difficult question. So we are concentration only 3 points. What are they? The given polynomial function of degree 5. the polynomial function of f of x having the degree 5, it is divided by x minus 1 whole cube, then the remainder is 33, and also it is divided by x plus 1 whole cube and the remainder is the minus 3. Then we have to find the equation of the tangent to the curve y equal to f of x at the point x equal to 0. First of all we are taking the polynomial of degree 5. Let's assume that f of x equal to ax power 5 bx power 4 plus cx cube plus dx square plus ex plus f. That is our function. So when we are divided by x minus 1 whole cube, its remainder is 33. F of 1 33, f of minus 1 is the minus 3. Then you are substitute x equal to 1 and x equal to minus 1. Then we got the two condition. First of all you are taking addition, after that subtraction, then we are taking 1 and 2. After that we are taking the differentiation. Why? Because we are taking the differentiation. Here the x minus 1 whole cube is there, another one x plus 1 whole cube is there, repeated roots 3 times and the given and another x plus 1 also 3 times. Then you are taking the second order derivative. F dash of x must be 0, f double dash of x must be 0. When you are taking f dash of 1 0 and f dash of minus 1 0, then you are getting the two conditions. After addition and after subtraction we are getting two conditions. Then f double dash of 1 0, we are taking f double dash of minus 1 0, then you are getting two conditions. So solving these 1 2 3 4 5 6, then we are getting the 6 equations. Those are 1 2 3 4 and 4 5. After solving these 6 equations, we are getting the values of a b c d e f, 6 constant values. Those are this one. When you can find the polynomial, then it is given by f of x is a polynomial, then it is given the question y equal to f of x is the curve. That means y equal to this one. Then you are taking at x equal to 0. Now we find the tangent at 0 to the curve y equal to f of x. When you are taking x equal to 0, we are getting the value 15. That is the point 0 comma 15. This is suppose the curve. We are taking the point is here. This is the equation of the tangent. 0 comma 15. This is the equation of the tangent. 0 comma 15. Therefore, now we are taking the differentiating of the given curve. We know that in first year in the tangents and normal, that means the dy by dx at the point x1 y1 is called the slope of the tangent to the curve y equal to f of x at the point x1 y1. That's why you are taking the derivative. Then you are taking at x equal to 0. That is the slope m equal to 135 by 4. This is the slope and the point 0 comma 15. Therefore, we are getting the equation of the tangent at 0 comma 15 having the slope m, that is y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. That after cross multiplication we are getting 4y minus 60 equal to 135 by x. This is our required tangent. Okay, understand everyone. Let us continue tomorrow.